Calgary to Boston and of course Buffalo. They call him Art Wander.
Hi everybody, I'm Art Wander, just getting started. Seems like only yesterday that I began in Buffalo, New York with Irv Weinstein, Danny Neveth at WKBW, and then they turned it into a top 40 station, and it became the power that it was, and allowed me to sort of market myself, even though I was a newsman with Irvy. And then I went and enjoyed great success, not on the air, because I was a mediocre disc jockey, mediocre at best. A newsman, I was a good newsman, and a good news writer. And then I went out and developed myself into the management and programming radio stations. Humongous stories, tremendous associations and relationships in music, news, and with people and executives and movie stars. At Shea Stadium itself, where I was on the field. But we got there early in a limousine, and in the dugout, there were a lot of people. Phil Spector, one of the great producers, was there. And Ronnie, the Ronettes were there, and the interesting thing about that was sitting in the corner, nobody paying attention to him, all alone, sitting and nobody's saying anything to him. Everybody's just congregating and talking about the upcoming concert, but sitting alone, nobody paying attention, was Mick Jagger. Artie Baby Boo Boo is mine. Pavarotti of sports is mine. The Pope of Sports is mine. The Tiny Tot of the Kilowatt goes back to the beginning of Top 40 Radio in Buffalo. Perry Allen was brought in when the new crew was brought in to introduce Top 40 the way it should be done in the marketplace. Perry Allen called himself the Tiny Tot of the Kilowatt. I said, well, that's great. So when I went to, after I left Buffalo to do some disc jockey work, I picked up Tiny Tot of the Kilowatt and never lost it. Can you imagine this face on television? I mean, kids, moms, and dads, don't you watch that screen, for heaven's sakes.
Well, Art's the kind of guy that doesn't mess around. He knows all the sports, he knows every town. Basketball, football, baseball, hockey, oh.
By golly, a legend is the one that's already, trying to keep the ground above him warm. Not the case. Am I the last of the legend? No, I don't think I'm the last of the legend. I was the first in Buffalo to run a full-time sports show. I don't want to use controversial, but an exchange of views and opinions in a good manner with listeners. Is that being a pioneer? Who knows, maybe. Bottom line is, inform, educate, and entertain. And those are the three things that I worked on during my radio career. And if you thought I was entertaining, that's my reward. To the fans who listened to me or saw me on Just Getting Started on the Empire Sports Network, Tiny Tot of the Kilowatt would have been nothing, zilch, zero, nada, neats, without you, because you are the program. You are the ones that are the program. Who, me? Moi? Moi? Don't you like when I talk French? I'm a linguist. My microphone just went.
Well, here, speak it of mine, but don't get too close.
However. One last time. Don't get me started, as I say, give the kids a hug each and every night. Thank you all. Bye-bye, everybody. Say hello, wave goodbye.
It was read on the air on your radio show. It was presented to you on your radio show, and this is how it sounded. I want the folks at home to be able to hear some of this. And not only from Marty, but
in fact, we have proclaimed the week of March 24th through March 30th as Art Wander Week in Erie County. So here you go, Art.
Isn't that awesome? Isn't that absolutely awesome? The intelligence of everybody to use words like "and a bunch of stuff."
This Buffalo Bill jersey, and Scott wanted me to say that the number indicating your last ratings, but I'm not going to say that.
Now, Art, This is a parking pass. Now, this is not one that you can use, but we wanted to have one frame so that you at least were able to see what one looked like.
And then, of course, there's what the Sabres did for you on Tuesday night when they gave you the jersey and retired the number 02. It will never be worn again. 02 is yours. I don't know what happened to 01. It went to somebody else, I guess. But 02 will stand for you, and the crowd acknowledged you, and certainly that was a good moment where they were able to do that for you and for all of us, I think, Artie. And you know, not just because you said the nice things about me before. I was going to say this anyway. When you realize. When times like this end, you realize the effect that other people have on you when you're working with them. And it's truly been an honor, a real privilege, and I've learned so much from you.